We are showcasing the Pasadena Showcase House of Design, and tamang-tama po ito because it's spring. You know, some of you are thinking of spring cleaning and spring decorating. Gennaro Lagdameo is our Kababayan pride here at the Pasadena Showcase House of Design. He's done this 4 years now, and I said, you know, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And of course, you know, Gennaro, we would love to have a house like this and decorate something like this. But, you know, we've been talking, everyone's been talking about state of the art. Everyone's talking about modern. If we're designing on a budget, okay, what are your tips for us? Here you go. Now we can actually get tips.
Well, this is a good time of the year to do that, you know, because it's spring. Spring cleaning has always been a big deal for a lot of people. But the key is declutter, especially for a lot of our Kababayans. I'm sorry.
We love to hoard.
Yeah, we love to. So I have some few rules on that. You know, like I think if we just keep it simple. See, spring cleaning, decluttering is important because it's not just really having more storage space, but really having more head space. So we're less stressed and we're more organized, and we have to make our house beautiful again. Because sometimes we get so used to with all the clutter that at the end we feel like it's part of the design already. So we have to kind of take a break, look at it, and see how we could do that. But decluttering is number one.
Tell them about the cluttering, Gennaro, because some of them, they like to hold on to things, especially like you said, mga kababayan, minsan mga box, minsan yung mga, it's a running joke among comedians, di ba? Yung mga furniture, may mga plastic pa.
Exactly. So one rule is when you go to a room, when you look at things, everything you see, if you're not using it and if you don't like it, my rule is get rid of it. Yeah, because again, you know, like it's just a waste of space. And of course, number two, it's also important that, you know, like when we declutter, we have to do it methodically. You just don't declutter one room and then move it to the other room. You know, so you really have to do that methodically. And in our, you know, family, of course, there's always like kids and things like that. It's important that, you know, like, you know, storage space is always very, very important. So we have to remember, you know, like decluttering sometimes it's not something that we can avoid all the time, but if we have a way to put it back in order, I think it would make our life so much easier.
Or maybe, you know, what about for those people, they like to collect things, souvenirs, ganyan, mga small, whatever, figurines that they buy from wherever they go?
Well, you know, like I know, like when I visit my aunt, I see like all the wedding souvenirs in her china cabinet for like 3 decades. You know, like if it's really important, find an area in the room where you could just concentrate all that rather than, you know, like putting it all over the place.
Right. Keep it in a china cabinet. Maybe, you know, that works for you. What about, so when you declutter, when you get rid of items, do you need to bring in something, maybe refreshing interiors?
Well, that's the thing, you know, like you have to, you know, every year when you do the spring cleaning, it's nice to also refresh the look, you know, refresh the look of the room. And there's simple ways to do that. Again, when you look at it, you have to kind of look at it as an open canvas. In design, it's important to have a focal wall. So when you're looking at a room, sometimes just changing a focal wall could change the overall feel of the room. Another thing that you can do is you know, change the lighting. Lighting is an easy way to update the look of the room, either add or replace. And then also another thing is paint. Painting is really nice to have, you know, go outside the box. You know, like ceiling, for example. You know, white is always a go-to color to paint the ceiling. You could make that a little deeper, like what we did in this room, where we did the bar area, like a dark brown, which is like a fall leather material.
So it doesn't even have to be expensive. Well, thank you so much, Gennaro, for those tips, and thank you for making us proud that we have somebody like you at the Pasadena Showcase House.
Well, you're welcome. And you know, my last tip, if you can afford it, hire a professional. But you know what? Yeah, thank you so much. You know, like, and I'm really glad that you came and get to show the Pasadena Showcase, because it's not just, you know, like a beautiful house, but it's really for a good cause. And I like people to go online and, you know, like get their tickets because they get sold out pretty quick. And I have to tell you, once you go to one showcase house, you go all the time.
I have been going every year since you got me hooked. Thank you so much, and more power to you.
Thank you so much.